So this video is showing how to activate the Fibonacci sequence or the golden ratio or the Phi ratio sacred geometry. So you can see that all the crystals are very symmetrically laid out on the sacred geometry pattern. And so the center crystal is going right at the beginning here. Now, I like to put little either photos or affirmations in the center of the center crystal, which I'm using a clear quartz point here. And this one says healing for the planet. And I'm using this particular grid because this is an expansion grid. So we want to expand healing for the planet. We don't want it to stay where it's at. We want it to get stronger and bigger. And so how you activate is I have a clear quartz point here. Any point will do, but I really like to use clear quartz. And so you think of the intention that you're putting into the grid. And I just think it in my mind. Sometimes I'll say it out loud. So I'm taking my point, I'm pointing it towards the quartz in the center, and I'm going to trace the outline of the crystals. And basically, this is like finger painting. You're smearing all the colors together. Now, you want to be close to the crystals, but you don't want to be too close, because if you knock a crystal out of the way, you got to start again. And you're going to do everything in patterns of 3, because 3, like I've said, is a very magical, spiritual number. So we start here, and we're going to go to this crystal, all these smoky quartz, to the carnelian, and to the rose quartz. Start again. We're just circling around, starting at the beginning, circling around. And so what this has done is all of these smoky quartz have connected to the carnelians, and all of them have connected to the rose quartz. Now you see I have clear quartz points in the interior of the grid. And this is for amplification that we've already talked about. So I want to connect all of those. And I have the points pointing in the direction of the formation so that the energy is flowing out. So the points are this way. Now, we can certainly change this. We can put the points on the outside. Okay, so you can put points on the outside, and I try to put them in some sort of, to where it looks symmetrical, because you want to look at a sacred geometry pattern and see the beauty in the pattern. So here I have it on the outside. Or you can take the points, you can point them in so that the points are energizing all the crystals in the grid. Or like I've talked about, you can, if you don't have a double terminated quartz, one goes in, one goes out. One goes in, one goes out. One goes in, one goes out. So that the energy is both going into the crystal grid and out, as well as radiating out from the grid.